That would never happen.
World Star. No, yeah, just kidding. All right, so this is the second part or the last part of the review for this, and like I said, I'm picking and choosing, telling you ones that you need because they're going to be on that test.
You need to study.
Okay.
Where you fail.
Yeah, basically. So since we are getting really close to spring break, which would be next week, right? Like after next week.
I don't have the pen.
All right, so I'm gonna go through and tell you the ones that we need to go through. The other one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in the blue bin. Go grab that. So, I know I don't have to tell anyone about their earbuds, their phones, or, hey, you know, I can hear the stupid music from here.
Stupid.
Stupid.
He said no one asked.
Okay, anyway. All right, so let's go ahead. A solid. Okay, solid. I have my items right here.
Show us the magic. That choppy stew.
Okay. Has 8 cubic units and is dilated by a scale factor of K. To obtain a solid with a volume of V units, find the value of K that leads to an image with the given volume. So, didn't I tell you guys that we don't have the scale factor on the test, right? Hold on, I'm actually looking at the test. I'm pretty sure. No. You want to take a look?
Yeah.
Let me see here. Cross section. Volume. Oh, okay. No cross section. Or I'm sorry, no scale factor. So, what am I doing with this one?
So you're just going to just cross it off.
Okay, solid. 8 square units, dilated. Oh, hey. Scale factor, dilation, nope.
Nope.
Solid, dilated.
Nope. Nope. Yep.
Ooh, this one's good right here.
No, it's not.
I don't care who you are. That good enough.
This is bad for
Your faces. All right, so because a right triangle with base B and a height H, okay, is half of a rectangle. Its area is 1/2 base times height. The right triangle shown has been cut into thin slices parallel to its base. Draw a triangle. Draw a triangle you could get by shifting these slices parallel to the base. How shifting the slices affect the base, height, area of the new triangle. So, basically, in theory, what if I redo it and I just say, hey, what if I just do it like that? It doesn't affect it. Remember Cavalieri's when we talked about the stack of coins? If I slide that stack of coins to the right or to the left, is that going to change the volume of that? Nope. Same thing goes for the area too. So if I have the same thing right here, it's going to be the same if I slide it over. That's the Cavalieri's principle. Okay, as long as it has the same height and the base, okay, however I shift it, it's still going to be the same thing. Yes, it is going to translate, but it's going to have the same area. Because it's basically I'm taking this and I'm just moving them.
That's what LeBron said before he left.
Hey, this figure is obtained by translating the curve AC 3 units to the right, the curve A prime C prime to here and here. Okay, off of connecting this to this, distance 5 units, what is the area of this figure? Okay, so what am I going to do with this? This is a piece that has been dilated, right? Not dilated, shifted, sorry. So what if I take this and I just move it and fill in this spot right here? So take this and it goes here now. So it's basically you took a bite out of an apple and you put that bite back. Does that make sense or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? Yes, I'm going to. So I'm going to find the area, right? Okay, what is the area? So it should be 3 times 5 since it is a rectangle. 15 units squared, right? Alright, so now this next one, the shape is on the other page. A track is set up by connecting two 120-yard long paths with semicircular paths at each end. The straight paths are 80 yards apart to the nearest square yard. What is the area bounded by the track? Here it is right here. Alright, so this is a compound area. It is a compound area. So what is my compound area going to consist of? Okay, what are my two shapes?
Half sphere.
A what?
Half sphere.
Nope, it's not a sphere.
A circle.
Circle. Hemispheres, remember, it's a three-dimensional shape. Sphere is three-dimensional. Hemisphere is also, but it's half that. Right? So, those are the three-dimensional versions. This is only the circle. Remember, it's a track. Think about it on the track. It's on the ground. It's flat on the ground. So we have a circle and a rectangle. So, area of a circle would be what? It's in that little handy-dandy thing that I know that we have, and I told you guys to have, because there's a whole bunch of formulas in there that I know that you have.
Are we allowed to use that on the test?
I've been telling you yes over and over again every single day, but for some reason I can't get some people to make sure that their phone stays away. And just, you know, it's so obvious. You're looking up like you know, you ever watch like what was it, Meerkat Manor or something like that, that show with the little groundhogs that look up? They're like on watch. You're like, you're not even natural. You're looking. They're like, Pacho's looking over here. Thank you. Pi r squared. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, you, that guy. Please put your phone in phone jail over here.
Yeah. Lock it up.
Don't you? Yeah. Yeah. No, him. Yes. The one that you have in your lap that you keep referring to every time I talk. I look up.
Which one?
Oh my goodness. Just put them all up there.
I wasn't using it.
Oh my god.
Anyway. All right. Area of a rectangle.
Length times width times height. Or is it not?
Is a rectangle have height?
You're adding that.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, say that again. What's the area of a rectangle?
Length times width times height.
Probably length times.
Just length times width, right? Not height, because height is a volume.
Okay, because it's area. I got
Yeah,
you.
okay. So this is going to be length times width. Alright, so now my two things. It's going to be, what is the radius?
40.
Why is it 40?
Because that's half the 80.
Yeah.
It's half the 80, right?
You have to cut the diameter.
Square. Very good. And since I have two of them together, I'm just going to put those together, right? Okay, so when I'm done, I'm just going to add that. And then I'm going to have my 80 times 120, right?
You said 80 times 120.
Yeah, because that's the length there, right? So I'm going to have pi times 40 squared, right? Plus 80 times 120, right? Ah, wait. It's off the thing.
Do we run it to years?
No, I want you to come sit over here So I don't have. So I know that you're going to pay attention for a moment.
I am.
All right. So what is my area going to be? 1, 4, 6, 2, 6, and it's going to be
You said what?
to the nearest square yard. So it says rounded to the yard, so that means it's going to be a hole, right? If it's whole, so that'd be 0.5. 0.5 makes the 6 go up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
0.5 makes the 6 go up, so it's going to be 1, 4, 6, 2, 7 feet, yards, yard square. There we go.
There's no chair. Oh, you can't see her, bro. There's no chair.
No, I can't. That's
You can take that one right there, next to that guy, the birthday boy.
Birthday boy.
Birthday boy.
Birthday boy. All right.
Is it really your birthday?
I got new. What?
Is it really your birthday?
I don't want to say it in the video because like the whole world, I have like subscribers from like all around the
Oh,
world.
no way.
Sebastian,
Oh, that's so
birthday.
cool.
Hey, you're the birthday boy.
It's only the
But it's
people
okay,
in this
though.
lab. Don't worry.
It's just me.
Okay. Anyway, so
How's it about
right rectangular prism has right angle base shown below. What is the volume? First, which one would be the base? Okay, so now whenever you're looking at shapes like this, you have to decide which one's the base. So what is the main shape out of this?
Rectangle. Triangle.
I thought it was a triangle.
It's a triangular prism, right? So therefore, a main shape is going to be a triangle. So it's a triangle that has thickness here. So here's the example that I have right here. So I have this, which is the same one. So it's basically the area of the triangle, right? Times how thick it is going to give me the entire volume. Does that make sense? So I find the area of the base because I need the shape of the base, right? I need the shape of the base times whatever the thickness is. So this is a right triangle. So that would be my area, which is 1/2 base times height, right? Times my thickness of of whatever this is, right? I'm gonna say T to this one, so you figured out the area of the base times whatever that is.
Wait, what's the T?
Hmm?
What's the T?
Yeah, thickness. It's like the area of the triangle times the thickness of this. So let's take a look. If this is my triangle right here, I don't have all 3 sides of that triangle. So I am going to just redraw so you guys can see what we have here. This piece right here is going to be 5. This piece right here is 4. Okay, so I'm looking at it like this. So I redrew it so I could actually just see. Because when I'm doing that, in this triangle, let's take a look. So it's basically, I'm starting off like this. The base and the height would be here and here, right? The base and the height, they're here and here. I have the diagonal on this one, so I can't actually just get the area given the diagonal. Make sense or no? Okay, so is there a way to figure out the missing side of a right triangle? Very good, Pythagorean Theorem. So it's going to be, I'm going to give this a value, let's say this is x. So I'm going to say 4 squared plus x squared equals 5 squared. 16 plus x squared equals 25. Subtract 16 from both sides. So I get, what's that, 9? Yeah. X equals square root of 9. So x is 3, right? X is going to be 3. All right. Are you guys back there sleeping? Too much fatty food today? Nap time? Okay. All right, so let's plug into the volume. 1/2 base, which in this case is going to be 3, right? Yes? Okay, so from right here, so it's the area of this triangle. So it's going to be 3 times 4 times, what's the thickness? How thick is this triangle? 8. There we go. So that's going to give me a grand total of 48.
Under 25, what does it say?
25 right here, 9. Because I subtract 16 from both sides. So it's 25 minus 16 gives me 9. So V is going to be how many? 48. What are my units? Does it say units? So what am I going to put? Units. Cube, because it is a volume, right? Make sure you label your units every single time. Okay, this one right here is a bit extra, but I'll show you. Oblique cylinder has a base radius of 2. Top of the cylinder can be attained by translating the base direction of this right here, okay, which has a length of this segment of 45. So this is 45 degrees. Okay, this right here is going to be 6 rad 2 segment right here. What is the volume of this shape right here? So if this is making, so I dotted a line right here so you guys could see this. If this is making a right triangle here with 45 degrees right here in the corner. Remember we went over this. 45 degrees is a special triangle, right? So if this is 6 rad 2, what is it from here to here, up and down? What's this number going to be? It's not 90. No, the 45s are my angles. It's what?
6.
Yes, it is 6. And what's this side down here?
Hold on, what I missed, Chief?
6. Because it is a 45, 45, 90. Remember the sides are going to be the same. What page in my notebook is that on?
Page 30.
I believe it's 19.
It is?
This one's page 19.
Why can't it be
I'm almost positive this one's 19.
20? You're almost.
The 45, 45, 90 triangle. If this is 6 rad 2, that's going to make this side here 6, that side 6. So the height of this cylinder is going to be 6, right?
Yeah.
So let's find the volume. Volume equals pi r squared h is pi. My r is 2 square, h is 6. So that's going to be 4 times 6 is 24. So 24 pi, and that's going to be units cubed, which comes out to be approximately,
Approximately what?
put it in the calculator, what is it? Oh, missed. You got it now?
No, above.
Oh, dang it, missed. Okay. It's too far over there. So what do we get? 75 point what?
No. 75.4.
Okay. There you go.
Hey.
So, this one, if you remember this is important. Okay? So that's why I keep going over the notes and say, hey, page number this or page number that. So, prism has a height of 5 inches, volume of this. Select all figures that could be the base of this. Has a height of 5. So it's some shape up and down is going to be 5. Okay? And so I'm trying to figure out, and my volume is 80. Okay, a square with the side length of 4 inches. So what would be, if it's a square or side length, so a square means it's 4 by 4, right? Okay, so 4 times 4 is,
16.
and then add the thickness, multiply by the thickness of that, which would be 16 times 5, which is 80. So would this one work? Yes, it's asking for which one's 80. Okay, how about this one? 2 by 8. So, the area of this, so it's 2 times 8 is 16, right? Okay, and the thickness is 5.
Yeah, or yeah.
Okay, there we go. That one works.
Whoa.
A circle with a radius of 2 inches. That one's no, right?
Yes or no?
No, because you're gonna get approximate. You're not gonna get an 80 there, are you? That one's a no. Isosceles triangle with 2 side lengths of 80 and 30 between them. Okay, so that means that this is going to be and I'm sketching this, so give me a break. That's 30. Ah, man, gotta make it better.
Yeah.
That's 30. That's 8. That's 8. Okay, so because of this right here, in an isosceles triangle with this and an angle of 30 between them, I'm going to have to actually, isosceles means that these two are the same, these base angles are the same, so this base, if that's 30, that means 30 minus 180, so that's going to be 40, 50, 50 divided by 2, that's 75, 75, so this one is not going to work out.
Bummer.
Wait, okay, sorry. Explain that to me.
Okay, so all three angles in a triangle add up to what?
180.
Very good. So if that's 30, what does the other two together have to add up to be?
150.
150. So, but since it's isosceles, these two sides are the same, and those two angles are the same.
So is it because none of them are 80?
No. Had nothing to do with that. So to find the area of this area is not going to come out to be 16. It's not going to come out to be 16 because we know certain types of triangles like the 30, 60, 90, right? If this was 8, this would be 4, this is 4 rad 3, right? So this one's not going to work out. Okay? So for what we know, this one's not working out. A heart-shaped base with the area of 16 units. Heart-shaped base, area 16 units. Now, do we have the area of the base? If you paid attention previously, I take the area of the base and multiply it by the thickness, right? What's the thickness on this one? Huh? What was the thickness?
Oh, that's the same question.
Yeah, same question.
Oh, yeah, okay, 5.
So it's going to be 16 times 5, which is still 80, right?
Yeah.
So no matter what the shape is, if I know the base has an area of 16, that's going to work out to the right area, or right volume, right? So this one is going to be, because it was 16 times 5 equals 80. 5 was my thickness.
So if the area does not add up to 16, it's not.
Yeah, in this case, because all my heights are 5.
So it's 16.5.
No, it's 16 times 5 is 80.
16 times 5.
Take your earbuds out so I know you're paying attention again. Okay. All right, so where are we at? Ooh, crap.
We gotta go.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
We're getting close.
We don't have enough time.
To save your grade, maybe not, but.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You just got your ass roasted.
A base with base B, square inches, has a height of h. Which statements are true? So the base be square inches. So that means that this is the area of the base.
So before we continue, why you gotta do my man's like that?
Why do you not ever be quiet while I'm trying to teach this stuff?
Why'd you do him like that though?
Because you can.
That's rude, bro.
You need to stop playing, seriously.
Alright.
Height of h inches. What is true? So the volume should be the area of the base. Okay, so this one right here, if you guys could see this one, we have this. Is that one going straight up and down here?
No.
It's not, is it? It's kind of curved in. So its volume will be less than the area of the base times the height. Is that true? This one is going to be true. Because if it curves in, is that going to be a smaller volume?
Yeah.
That's why. Okay, so volume is going to be equal to this. No, because this part curves in. Volume is going to be greater. If it curved out, that would be greater, right? Okay. Cannot. Right here. No. So no, no, and no. Because we had enough information. Hey, look. It looks a whole lot like that previous problem I did.
Whoa, that is.
Solid right here, cross-section parallel, height from here to here is 5. So we're saying here to here is 5, right? So we take that piece right over here, right? And what do we do with it?
Multiply.
Nope, we take this piece, we cut it off, and we put it on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like we did with the area, right? So now we would find the area of the base, which would be, in this case, a rectangle, right?
Yeah.
And times the thickness. What's the thickness of this one?
3.
3. 3 is the thickness. So it's going to be my rectangle, which is going to be 3 times 5 is 15, times the thickness, which is 3. So 15 times 3? 45 and units cubed.
B equals 45. Think.
Crystal base, 10 inches, cross section. What's up?
Sorry, can you re-explain?
Okay, so
Yeah.
do you understand the previous part where I cut off a different chunk?
No.
You understand this one, right? You understand
I was
this?
just lost
No,
when
explain
you got
that
to
one
15.
a little bit.
Okay, right here, do you understand the 15? Because I cut this piece off and I stuck it over here.
Yeah.
Wait.
But now it's not a regular piece, it's a 3D piece.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, so I got the area of this
Oh,
one.
so we're using volume this time?
Yeah, volume, because my shape is three-dimensional now, and it has a thickness. It's, you see it here now?
Yeah.
So how did you? So just go through one more time.
Okay, so I cut off this chunk, right? I cut off this chunk and I stick it on this side. So it fits this side over here, right? So since it fits this side right here, it just makes it a rectangular prism. So I just find the area of the base. In this case, it's my rectangle, right? Because this fits that hole. And then from there, it's going to be base times height, which is my rectangle, times the thickness, because this is 3 units thick on this case. Yes? Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to skip this one.
Plus that time. Turn back up.
Find volume of period whose base is square with side lengths of 6, height of 8. Okay, I'm going to draw this. Six, 6, and from here, from the top to bottom is 8, right? There it is, right? So in this case, it is going to be 6 here, 6 here, and top to bottom from here up to here is going to be 8, right? So my formula for the volume of that is going to be 1/3. It was in your notes. Base times height, right? Capital B, right? Capital B, which is the area of the base. In this case, it's 6 times 6, right? 6 times 6 times the height, which is? What's the height? 8. Oh, wrong way. You know I can see your phone from here every time you turn it on.
He's passing the class, so it doesn't matter.
So, let's go ahead and do this math. So what do we get? 96 units cubed.
Wait, you always put 1/3 when you do it for prism?
For the, it's
Triangle.
for the pyramids, all pyramids. So that goes for that one, and where's my cone at? Here it is. That one. Okay.
You use 1/3.
Yeah, they're 1/3 for all of it. Okay, for all these. All right. Skipping. Okay, pyramid has a height of 5 inches, volume of 60. Select all figures that could be the base. So for this right here, we do the exact same thing as we did on the previous problem, the previous page. And so where's the one that I need to go over? Basically it.
Alright.
Alright, so what needs to make sure that you have for tomorrow?
Notebook and
Your handy dandy, right?
a handy dandy.
Okay, so please make sure if you don't have it, guess what? No sharing. Make sure all your formulas there. Like, share, subscribe.
Share is caring.